Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to another edition of Card Show Live. I'm Steve with Greeny Sports Cards. I'm actually in our vault here in our vintage card room. I was putting some cards out and thought I would do today's show from in here. And I have a ton of shows on my list to go over, whether they're in Ohio or nationally. This is a weekend for card shows in the United States. Now, while I'm not going to have them all, highlight some, and you can leave messages in the comments or private message, however you want to do it. If you have other shows that I haven't mentioned, feel free to leave those in the comments for other people to see. But this is the place where we want to provide what's going on and upcoming in the card show world. So I'm going to try to pop a few things up here while I'm going through. Um, we're going to talk about our show first because this is our card show live and we host some card shows. So this Saturday, March 9th, is the Kirtland Show, which we've dubbed Where Everybody Knows Your Name. It is a terrific little small town show. 40 tables, vintage cards, modern cards. There's supplies, there's wax, there's Pokemon. It's very kid friendly. Families love to come to this show. It's 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. this Saturday, March 9th, at the Kirtland Senior Center. You can see there's our website there. There's our phone number. Adam handles all the tables. You can email us at cardshows@greenysportscards.com. So that's our show this Saturday, March the 9th at the Kirtland Senior Center. Um, Also Saturday, well, actually, there's a 3-day show in Youngstown at the Southern Park Mall that Joe Shedlock puts on. I think there's like 50 tables there. So if you're in the Youngstown area, Pittsburgh area, somewhere around there, if you want to go to the show Friday, Saturday, Sunday, the Southern Park Mall in Youngstown. So also here we have the Canton Monthly Show is in Hartville this Saturday. 50 tables inside the Hartville Flea Market. Mike Barnes does a terrific job with that show. I highly suggest pizza rolls while you're there. So if you're going to go to the show at Hartville, buy as many cards as you can, but don't leave without the pepperoni rolls. So that is Saturday at the Hartville Flea Market. 50 tables. That show's always sold out. It's always a good time there. Sunday in Ohio is the Amidio show. And Dave has got something real cool that's going on there that's not only sports cards. He told me that they're going to have a Pokemon event. So I guess at 10 a.m., they're going to teach how to play Pokemon, however you say it. And at, I think, 1 o'clock, the tournament starts. So if you've never learned to play Pokemon, this is the show for you. Sunday, March 10th, Amedios in Cuyahoga Falls. Uh, he said there's close to 100 tables too. So whether it's sports cards, Pokemon cards, that's a good show. I'll probably be at that show on Sunday morning. Um, Sheffield Lake, west side of Cleveland, the Sheffield Lake Sports Show. That's Kim and Joe Santoro. This is probably the longest consecutively run show in Northeast Ohio, if somebody's keeping track of that. Joyce, I think, or Janet Pleska, I think they were the ones that ran it before. Kim and Joe will know that. I remember going to that show years ago. I can tell you, besides having terrific cards, and they have a lot of dealers that have been doing this show for years and years. Um, the best card show hot dogs you're going to find. So make sure you get out to Sheffield Lake. Kim and Joe Santoro, they do a great job with that show. So you're going to want to check that out in Northeast Ohio. The big show in Ohio this weekend is down at Xenia, the Great American Memorabilia Show, they call that, Ken Ludington's show. That is, if you're familiar, that is the old Nutter Center show that is now at the Xenia Fairgrounds. It's like 2 rooms, right? 250 plus tables. So that is the show to be anywhere. Xenia's near Dayton. So if you're not familiar, Dayton, Cincinnati, Louisville, Indiana. So if you're heading down that way, Saturday, right? That's a Saturday show. So you're going to want to check out the Xenia show. Nationally, now, there's some monster shows nationally. The few that I don't have flyers for. if you're on the West Coast, there's a couple shows out there. I think there's one in Phoenix, Front Row Show. I think that's a 3-day show. That's the first time they're there. I believe that's the guys that run the Las Vegas show. So you'll want to Google that and check that out. There's a show in the Del Mar Fairgrounds in California, the unionmarketplace.com. I actually looked it up. It looks kind of cool if I was to live in California. But alas, well, my windows aren't open, but it's raining here in Cleveland, Ohio. I'm not in California, nor am I in Phoenix. But those are two shows out west, Phoenix and Del Mar, California. Let me pop this one up here, the Nashville show. This is a show that we've done quite often. We wanted to take a little break this week because, as you saw, we've posted, we were in Shipshewana, and then we had our event with the Notre Dame women's basketball team this weekend. So, and then we have our Kirtland show. So we want to take a little break and stay local this weekend. But the Nashville show is unbelievable. Jeff Roberts does a terrific job with this show. They get a ton of people. They have a ton of sponsors. I actually called Ricky Line yesterday just to chat with him. I hadn't spoken to him in a while. And if anybody's been to the Nashville show, you know who Ricky Line is because he is the floor manager of that show. And, he said, about 800 tables. It's going to be a wall to wall. It's 2 rooms that they have. So Nashville is a terrific show. We've been there. We've bought and sold there. Um, we love the restaurants there. There's plenty. That's Nashville. You guys know it's in Nashville. There's plenty to do there. So uh, pork on a fork, right? Is that the name of the place or porks? Whatever it is, there's a place right downtown. The ribs are outstanding. We love to go there. So check that out. If you're on the East Coast, the Philly show, that's this weekend, March 8th through the 10th. So Joe Drylick does a phenomenal job. You guys know who he is. He's been doing these shows for years. He's going to be doing the national this coming year with Jimmy Ryan, and you're going to want to take a look at the Philly show if you've not been out there. The autograph lineup is darn near second to none if you're a Philly fan. I saw Nick Foles, I saw Jason Peters on the list, but Sunday's the big one that Chase Utley's going to be there. And from what I understand, he hasn't done a ton of signings, so that will be pretty much a zoo, I would think, that weekend. You're going to want to go to that show for cards, for autographs, memorabilia. So if you do the quick math in the United States, probably 2,000 tables available for card shows this week, if not more. I mean, if Nashville is 800, the Philly show is 300 to 400, Xenia's 250-ish, the Kirtland show is 40, but that adds up. Del Mar, I don't know how many is over there. I know I saw there's the Huntington Mall show in West Virginia, Nathan Freeman's show. So I failed to mention that one earlier. So check them all out. Go to our page, watch this, make some comments if there's other shows that we haven't highlighted. If you want us to highlight shows in the future, send us a message, email cardshows@greenysportscards.com. Leave comments. You can private message on this Greeny Sports Cards show page. We're here. What we want to do is promote these shows. So any other shows that you have that we haven't posted, feel free to leave in the comments again and let us know what you think of these shows. And happy ball carding this week. This is Steve with Greeny Sports Cards. Have a good one.